My name is Kirk Smith, and I'm an airline pilot, and I've been here at EVC since about April of 2021. I grew up in the Episcopal faith, and then kind of fell off the priority list as life progressed. It had somehow developed into the twice a year Christmas, Easter type of event. So October 12th, 2019, that is a date that I took a flight, and an event happened on that flight that it was one of those life-changing moments for me. I was commuting to a flight that I was going to work. At that particular time, our relationship with my ex-fiance was at a real low point, and I was really searching and really questioning everything. I was planning to do a lot of reflecting on this flight and try and figure out what to do. Anyway, I get my seat on the airplane, everything's working out fine. It's pretty much getting down to the last few passengers, and the seat next to me was empty, so I thought, well, this will be great. I've got some room here to relax. And I looked up, and coming down the aisle was a gentleman. I said to myself, if there's going to be a problem on this airplane, that's the guy. He just had that look, and it was scary, and it was mean, and this guy has got to be fresh out of prison. Sure enough, he takes the seat right next to me. And I said, well, this must not be my day. Next thing you know, we're just cruising along at altitude, and I look over, and he has reached into his back pocket and pulled out a little Gideon Bible. And I was kind of taken aback. I felt like, gosh, I don't know why, but I should maybe try and talk to this guy. All I could come up with was, I turned to him, I said, how do you read that book? The print is so small. He turned to me, and he kind of smiled, and he said, oh, it's not hard at all. This might be where there was some divine intervention at this point, because I don't know if I was giving off a vibe or an aura, or if he could read it on my face that I was really searching. And he turned to me, and he held the Bible, and he said, all the answers are in here. All I could think of to say was, I blurted out, yeah, that's what they say. And then we landed, we got to the gate, people are starting to get off. As it came time for him to get up out of his seat to go, he turned to me and he said, I want you to have this. And I think you will find everything you need to know right here. And I didn't know what to say other than thank you very much. I still have that Bible. This is that little Gideon Bible that he brought out. I got off the plane and got in the terminal, and the first thing I could do, the only thing I think I'd do, was to call my fiance at the time and try and explain to her what all had just happened. After I had hung up the phone with her, I knew that I was not the same guy that got on that airplane that had got off. And that guy that I had totally misjudged, he changed my life. So I went to the hotel and I continued to process this, didn't get a lot of sleep that night. And I woke up the next morning and it was a Sunday. And I picked up the Bible, that little Gideon Bible that he had given me, and started paging through it. I got to the back page, and the back page had you could fill in your name and your date of when you accept Jesus Christ as your Savior. And I did it right then and there. If I had continued with my original plan on that airplane, and that moment had not occurred, I don't think I'd be as far along as I am now in my spiritual walk.